Alright, let's try this again. Hello everyone and welcome to week number 16 of the 2015 season of the Emerald Madden League here on Madden NFL 15 for the Xbox One. Getting set for this week 16 matchup against Shane. Carolina Panthers. He's sitting at 13-1. I am 9-5, 2 games up in the AFC South, which is exactly where I really needed to be coming into this game, because if it was a 1-game lead, chances are I would be tied. We're having some issues here. Trying to get this game going. So Shane was undefeated coming into last week, and then suffered a defeat. And who did he lose to? Oh, yeah, Matt in the San Francisco 49ers. So I have a feeling that he is going to be out for some blood here today. Once we get this thing going, I will probably keep the commentary to an absolute minimum, as I do usually in user versus user games, since he'll be able to hear me. So while we're trying to get this squared away, let's get the recruitment speech out of the way. If you're interested in a connected franchise league for Madden NFL 15, head on over to iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc. Hit the Madden 15 page on the right hand side. That'll give you all of the info, the rules, and the teams that are taken for both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 leagues. For the Xbox One League, if you'd like to join, you want to contact me. My gamer tag is Arethius. You can see it right there on your screen over the Jags logo. You can also reach me via email, iongamecorner@gmail.com, or via Twitter @iongamecorner. And for the PlayStation 4 League, you want to contact Nick. His handle on PlayStation Network is Kagone, Kagone. You can also reach him on Twitter @NickOliveira87. So let's see what we got going on here. Not sure what the issue is. Try doing it again now that he's considered offline. This is always the fun part of these player versus player games, is trying to get everyone connected. Don't know why it's such an issue. Nope. Alright. He wants me to send him another invite, so let's try it again. So as it is Christmas Eve, I suppose while we get some downtime, I will take the opportunity to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas if you do celebrate, and if you don't, have a Merry Christmas anyways. Just because you don't celebrate doesn't mean you can't have a merry day. contacting him via Facebook so we can try and get this set up. See if we have him invite me, see if that'll help. Yeah, so there you see the standings there. Up 2 games over the Texans and the Titans now, which is really big. So if I drop this game, I'm still guaranteed to be at least 1 game up, and then I'll check my schedule real quick. To see who I play. Week 17. Falcons, so not even a division game, so. Alright, let's get back to, let's try this again. See if we get anywhere here. Nope. I may have to end the stream and restart my Xbox. See if that'll help. Try doing it from outside the league. Maybe. Probably just gonna say it's not available. Probably booted him out. Apologize for this thrilling viewing right now. Oops. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully I don't screw this up this time. Hit cancel. There we go. Alright, so here we go. Should be all set to go now. So like I said, commentary will be at an absolute minimum on this one. So enjoy the game. If someone comes in the chat, I will respond to it. Otherwise, I will come back for a post-game wrap-up after it. So have fun, and hopefully you're not going to watch me get my ass kicked too bad.
Jags Panthers coming up on EA Sports. Winter is here as the temperature continues to drop as we get set for kickoff for today's matchup.
How about going against a team with a 3-game winning streak? That's the case here.
Well, when you have a 3-game winning streak in the NFL, it means a couple things. It means you're healthy, and it means you're playing very well. I think it's going to be tough to snap that 3-game winning streak here today.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. First down, offense readying for the snap. The Jaguars come to the line with a bunch set. Matthews takes it, toss play, and this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Matthews lined up in the backfield. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, when you get in situations like this, 3rd long, you got to be smart on the offensive side. Yeah, I know you want to pick up the 1st down, but don't force it, because if you do, it'll probably lead to a turnover.
They come to the line on 3rd down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. They've come out in the dime package. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out.
Well, it's a good thing that linebacker knocked that pass down, because I don't think he could have caught it. So if you can't catch it, knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
We'll see what he can do here. Nice tackle. First down here. Offense lines up here. And Ivory's going to take the handoff now. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. To the ground, takes it outright, and he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Trying to beat the play clock. Handoff made. He's headed right.
Turbin's the guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
Here's the first snap after the big play. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. No doubt about it. Touchdown.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, Better to be ahead than behind.
And the point after is good. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
The Jaguars all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Matthews.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
And with that, let's look at the Panthers. Defense stacks up. This is a hungry bunch that loves to get after the quarterback, loves to post numbers when it comes to sacks and quarterback hurries. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Interception. It's wide open. He's brought down.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Panthers had to put last week's heart-wrenching loss behind them, and they've done that so far, although they've got another game that might be coming down to the wire.
Yes, they do, Jim, right now. But what did you learn from last week's defeat? Can that be the difference to get you through and win this game today?
Offense lines up here. First and 10.
Newton's got it after the play fake.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Offense lines up here.
The Panthers take it from the 28. Handoff out of the eye. Here's the Jaguars defensive lineup. This is a defense that has given up so much yardage. We ought to be talking about mileage instead of yardage. The Panthers will take the snap from the 25.
Throws the pass.
Pulls it in.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
First down coming up.
The Jaguars bring in an extra tight end for this play. Matthews up the middle. Pryor's in on the tackle.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays while you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
And Matthews is lined up as the single back. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
Matthews is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
3rd and 2 here after the run.
Offense lines up here.
Still got it after the play action. And intercepted.
Away from the stack.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They'll take the snap from inside the red zone. A week ago, they had a lot of success inside the 20. First and goal from the 5. And Ivory's handed the football.
It's now 2nd down.
The Panthers still possess the football as we begin the 2nd quarter.
This will be 2nd down.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Breaking huddle at the 5. Third and goal from the 5. Newton, ball's loose.
Recovery by the offense.
Watson's there to take him down.
Well, the defense always says, let's cause some fumbles. Then when you cause it and you're not able to recover it, that is one emotional letdown.
And he puts it through for 3.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
He'll take it from the 4. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
They face 1st down.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Delayed handoff, trying to plow ahead. And Matthews is taken down at the 26.
Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
The Jaguars snap it at the 26.
Looking across the middle, almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. Offense lines up here.
Bortles going to take it from the gun.
He makes the catch, fights through that hit, breaks the tackle, gains 13.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some 1st downs.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Offense lines up here.
Out of the gun. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Second down following that incompletion. Nickel formation for the defense here.
From the gun. Bortles' pass will go for an incompletion.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
The Jaguars have it at the 39. Finds Shorts.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
They are close enough to a first to go for it here on 4th down. Bortles got it in the gun.
Looking to the right side and throwing. That's a failed conversion, but you might as well look at it like a turnover. It's going back the other way. First down here. Handoff. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they call you an outside linebacker for a reason. That means you play outside and you stop the wide runs by the offense, and he did it that time. Good job. Makes the tackle.
Turbin takes his spot in the backfield. 2nd down and 10.
He'll keep it on the play fake. It's Fleener.
And Gay's there to make the tackle.
Newton's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here. Outside now on the toss. That's a gain of 7.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
2nd down and 3 following that nice run. Complete for the first.
Newton selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
First down here after the completion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Newton keep it.
Has his man.
Then picks up about 3.
Well, they say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. I don't know who those people are. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a big part of playing quarterback. Look at that. He fires it in there in between the defenders for the completion.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. 2nd down now. Offense lines up here. Watson's all over the ball carrier.
Well, that time the quarterback runs the option play. He goes down the line of scrimmage. Probably should have pitched it. He keeps it. Defense all over him, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Screen catch made. He stacked up at that point. Defense calls a timeout. A short field goal try on the way. And converts on the 3.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
Blackman's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Jaguars come onto the field now for this next series.
Robinson's a receiver in the slot.
There we go now.
Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Ladarius Webb with an interception. And it's Webb there to meet him.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
First down on the way.
Ivory lined up in the backfield. Has his target. Patterson's tackled down at
the 22.
In this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man cover.
Finds his mark. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nothing like having a quarterback who has a good arm who can just fire that football into some tight spots, and then it helps when your receiver has got the talent and the courage to go in there and make that tough catch.
Extra point was good. The Jags are ready to return the kick. Steps up and fields it at the 2. Shrugs off the first hit. And he's going to give his team great starting field position on that return.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 40. He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete as he was looking short. That leads us to second down. Robinson's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Bortles back in shotgun formation. Complete to Lewis. Lewis marked down after a gain of 9.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. First down at the 22. Throws the pass. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Matthews lined up in the backfield. Second and 10. Has the reception all alone. The Jaguars decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That long gain sets them up. Force it across for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
Josh Scobie ready for the kickoff. Gilbert's going to test the coverage this time. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. It's first down as they head to the line. This will be the last play before halftime. Finds his mark. Kozlowski's the one who brings him to the ground. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. And Ivory's lined up in a single back formation. The Panthers take it from the 28. Breaks free. Getting away from the pressure. Makes the catch. Gains 20. So that's going to do it for the first half. Panthers are up in this one. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. And the hands team does his job recovering the onside kick. The Panthers are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Offense lines up here. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
The second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now.
Watkins is lined up now as a slot receiver.
The defense comes out in the nickel. And now Newton's going to take off. He's looking to the right here on this throw. And incomplete.
Defense, play the situation. It's third and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
Watkins in the slot.
3rd and 13. Looking across the middle.
Patterson's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
That's a third down conversion, a rare sight so far today.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
The Panthers have it at the 24. And there's a drop.
Patterson's going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. Then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
The Panthers have it at the 24.
Play action fake, looking to throw. In the promised land. Touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
Fields the football at the 3. A foot race to the end zone.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
The Jaguars getting set now for their next series.
And Matthews is in the slot, not in the backfield for this play. Empty backfield look for Bortles here. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. He's got the catch. Fires there to make the tackle.
First down here after the completion. Now the offense in their hurry up.
Bortles going to take it from the gun.
And he's taken down.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
The Jaguars come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
Intercepted.
Bucks out of bounds.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Patterson's lined up in the slot. Gets the handle here.
And that's a gain of 10. Second down here. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
And Ivory's taking the handoff.
Gains 12.
Ivory's going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding the hole and picking up those yards.
Patterson's a receiver in the slot.
Now 1st and 10. Staying with the running game on 1st down.
Bryant's in on the tackle.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
And here we have 2nd down.
Chris Ivory lined up in the backfield.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Good job by the offense. Another 1st down. The defense absolutely is getting tired. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
The defense comes out in the dime.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. 1st down at the 26.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Jags are ready to return the kick. They're setting up the return. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
The Jaguars will begin their drive from the 31 now. The Jaguars come to the line with an empty backfield. 1st down at the 31.
He'll throw it over the middle. Justin Blackman hauls it in.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Pryor's there to take him down.
Coming up, 2nd down.
Robinson's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Bortles got it in the gun. Finds Shorts. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
2nd down coming up. They're going to the hurry. That ball has been picked off. He's got a little bit of daylight here. And he's brought to the ground.
Kuechly is probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, he is one good linebacker.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Just a quick drop back. And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field. He's brought to a halt.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those 1st downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the 2nd half. Don't take any chances.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Newton, handoff.
Throws out the arm.
Has 12 on this play.
Once again, this offense in the red zone. This defense has been awful all day long. Can they bow their necks a little and show a little toughness and maybe stop them this time?
The Panthers have the football as the fourth quarter gets started.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Final quarter underway now with this snap.
And they score again here to pad the lead.
I don't know, Jim, if they're ever going to stop them in this game, but that's not the offense's problem. They're leading big. They drove down again and got another touchdown. They are awesome today.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return to kickoff.
Another series coming up for Henney and company. Lewis is usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. First down at the 17.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterbacks, when you're just rushing the defensive linemen, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
That's second down coming up. Split backfield here.
Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Has his man.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Fourth down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field.
Split backfield here.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. Clinton Dix there to make the stop.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Jaguars are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Throws the pass. Very nearly intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
They've come out in the dime package.
Let's go now.
From the gun. That's an interception. Tackles made.
Kuechly's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
First down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Shakes off the hit and pick up about 4. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
And Ivory's got it on the handoff. Has the first down and a whole lot more. And Ivory's tackled down at the 17.
Well, once again, the offense is in the red zone. They got a big lead. I think it's up to this defense finally show a little toughness and try to stop them for once.
First down here after the run. After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
And Ivory's going to secure the handoff.
Another touchdown to increase the lead.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
Count it. The Jags are ready to return the kick. Coughed up the football. That'll stop the play right there.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Chad Henne from the shotgun. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Let's just tell it like it is, Jim Nance. His receiver's not a very tough guy because he gets hit. It should have been a complete pass. When he gets hit, he just throws that football on the ground, and the pass is incomplete.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Here we go. Chad Henne from the gun. Finds Shorts. Gilbert's there that time for the tackle.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Two tight ends on the field here. First down and 10. Set up screen. Finds Shorts. They'll meet him this time behind the line. Second down after that pass play. Double tight end formation. Setting up screen. On the money. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still third down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Here we go. Chad Henne from the shotgun.
The defense gets the sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Set up return. Here he goes. Picks up 8 here. The Panthers now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First and 10, and Ivory's going to take the handoff now. They bring him to the turf.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Second down. Offense lines up here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Good yardage picked up on that call.
The Panthers' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. Takes the knee. And now they'll try over again on second down. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
Alright, yeah, well that sucked. Nothing really to say about that game. Got my ass handed to me, and I'm not surprised. I am nowhere near as good as most of the guys in this league, so yeah. So there you go. 51-7. Not even gonna look at the stats because there's no need. So let's just wrap this up. If you're interested in joining a connected franchise league for Madden NFL 15, head on over to iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc. Hit the Madden 15 page on the right hand side. That'll take you to the page that'll give you all of the info, rules, and teams that are taken for Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 leagues. If you want to join the Xbox One league, contact me. My gamer tag is Arethius, right there on the screen in front of you. You can also contact me via email, iongamecorner@gmail.com, or on Twitter @iongamecorner. And for the PlayStation 4 League, you want to contact Nick. You can reach him on PlayStation Network, Kagone, Kagone, and you can also reach him on Twitter @NickOliveira87. So that's it. 51-7. Once again, ass kicking at the hands of the Panthers. So thanks for checking this out, and we'll catch you next time for Week 17 of the 2015 season of the Emerald Madden League.